Lane, thank you for joining us today. Guys, as usual, I like to always put a plug in for CALMA, the Colorado Alliance for Latino Mentors and Authors. If you are an author and you would like to get some help with mentoring, please reach out to us either here at the station or at calma.org. I'm sure that you will find someone that's very suitable to your needs and to help you with your quest. Guys, anyone who knows me knows that I am a person who is always on the lookout for new, cutting-edge ways to make us feel better. Today, I want to talk about some really groundbreaking things. I want to talk about medicine of the future. I just want to start out with this disclaimer. I am not giving any advice on medical issues. I do not claim to treat, cure, or diagnose any sickness, illness, or condition. This is purely for educational purposes. Take this information and do with it what you will. I just want to let you know that a lot of things are on the horizon. A lot of new inventions are coming out. A lot of new technologies are being introduced and will be throughout this year. I told Dee, my wife, at the first of the year, I told her, you're going to see more inventions this year than any year in history. You're going to see new creations, new ways to feel better, new ways to stay younger, new ways to improve your health. And I guarantee you, this is just the beginning. And so I've been on a quest, as I always am, and I'm looking for new ways to make you look better, feel better, or have a better sense of well-being. Those of you who know me know that I have a practice that I have at my home where I do sessions on people. If you're interested in having a session after today's show, maybe you will want to reach out to me. You can reach me at info@paullane.net. info@paullane.net. I will be glad to give you a consultation. A consultation is free. First session is $65. It's $130 an hour thereafter. I guarantee my sessions 100%. I guarantee that you will look better, feel better, or have a better sense of well-being. And except for the FDA, that's the best guarantee I can give you. But I can tell you that when you leave my home, you will feel better. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. Guys, the medicine cabinet of today is a chemical chest. It's a really, literally a pile of chemicals that have side effects, that have chemicals in them that are not healthy to the human body. They have things in them that hurt your liver, your kidneys, your blood, your whole systems are all knocked out many times by the things we are taking over the counter. Why? Because the FDA is very lax in this country. Why is that? Because I'm not going to get into that, but the FDA has a lot to do with very biased opinions and very biased acceptance of alternative care. The first thing I want to talk about, though, as we get started is biohacking, a new term that's been around for about 5 or 6 years, maybe longer. But biohacking, what is biohacking? Well, when we think of hacking, you think of a computer. We think that we can go into a computer and hack it, and so what that does is we change the format of that computer to make that computer do something else that it was either designed to do or something more that we want it to do. For example, AI. AI is a new addition to computers that has changed the way we look at reality altogether. And AI is actually something that was on a computer, that could be installed on any computer, but it takes the computer to the next level. Herbal medicine. Herbal medicine has been around for many, many years. In fact, I'm going to give you a little quick rundown on herbal medicine. I've been studying herbal medicine since around 1993, 1994. This book happens to be Herbs in Your Life. This was released in 1995, and this is a short history on herbal medicine. In the beginning, herbs have been with us from the beginning of time. Man has used herbs to treat illness for thousands of years. Today, most of the world's people continue to use herbs to benefit their bodies with no side effects. Herbs are safe and reliable. They put the body in tune with nature as God intended. The Bible tells us to use herbs for the benefit of the body's health. And I'm going to move forward to the Egyptians. The Egyptians, ancient Egyptians were highly skilled in the use of herbs. Papyrus Ebers, an ancient text written in 1500 BC, contains references to more than 700 herbal remedies, including herbs such as aloe, caraway seed, poppy, and garlic. The Chinese. The Chinese have practiced herbal medicine for 5,000 years. I laugh when I think about American medicine, you know, what we call allopathic medicine. And allopathic medicine has been around for less than 220 years, and they claim superiority over all of the ancient medicines of the world. And it really frustrates me that we can't make claims to the power of herbs. But with that, I'm going to continue. For 5,000 years, the Chinese medical text written around 2700 BC lists 13 herbal prescriptions. The herb most likely associated with the Chinese is ginseng. Chinese believe the regular use of ginseng prolongs life. The Greeks studied herbal medicine. Hippocrates, the father of medical literature, is probably the first person to practice medicine as an art. He believed and taught that there was enough strength in nature to cure all disease. Hippocrates often used diet and herbs as the basis of all his treatments. Romans, the medical inheritance of ancient Egypt, passed to Greece, then to Rome. The Roman Empire used herbal remedies extensively. Mandrake, one of their most popular herbs, was used as an anesthetic. Today, herbalists believe and seek to help people build their good health with natural sources. Herbs are considered to be a food rather than medicine because they are complete, all natural, and pure, just as nature intended. With the use of herbs, the whole body starts to be cleansed, thus purifying itself. This slowly gives the body nutrients to function as God planned. Unlike chemically synthesized, highly concentrated drugs that produce countless side effects, herbs can realign the body's defenses, helping it to heal itself without any side effects. Herbs do not produce instant miracle cures, but rather offer a way to put the body in tune with nature. So I started studying herbs back in, like I say, I bought this book brand new in 1995, and I did my first experiment, I should say. I don't know what else to call it. But I had a lady, Pat, that had a brain tumor. It was non-cancerous, but it was inoperable. And they told her she didn't have much hope to live. I started her on a blend of chlorophyll and red clover and a product called Native Legend Tea. And within 2 months, she had gained over 23 pounds. And her tumor had gone from the size of a golf ball to the size of a pea. Now, no claims at all. Coincidental? I don't know. But I do know this. She's still alive today. And she's never had brain surgery, and all I know is that she's taken herbs, and that's the only medicine that she's ever taken. So I'm going to leave that at that. The next thing I want to discuss is just a couple of other, I just received this book in the mail, Modern Herbal Dispensatory, a medicine making guide, and I intend to become a medicine man. And that's exactly, if you want to call it that, you can call it that, you can call it a healer, but my intention is to learn to do medicinal healing, curing, and I don't want to say curing, but helping people to feel better with herbs. So this is one of my references that I will be using. Look at this, the Encyclopedia of Natural Remedies. Guys, there is so much information on healing, on herbal medicine out there on the market that you have access to, that you can get at pretty much any library or bookstore. So this is one of the references that I like to talk about. I get a lot of information from. This is another one of my new books, the Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine, 560 Herbs and Remedies for Common Ailments. Imagine that. Imagine this kind of a medicine cabinet in your home rather than a bunch of bottles of pills. Imagine this. Herbal medicine. Is it real? Yes, it is. Ancient? Absolutely. Now, the other thing I want to just briefly discuss is essential oils. Those of you who use essential oils know their benefit, know that they really are they're really helpful. They really do make you feel better. I just picked up this set of essential oils, and it's the chakra blend. And there's 7 oils. There's 7 energy centers in your body, and you can actually use oils to align the body metaphysically, spiritually, physically, using essential oils. I've been using essential oils since way back in the early 90s, and this book is an amazing essential oils desk reference. Look how thick this book is. And I mean, in this book, it talks about everything from, if you ever heard of the raindrop techniques, it's where you use oil and you go down the spine and you massage the spine, using essential oils. This happens to be from the Young Living Oil Company, but you can get essential oil books anywhere. I love this book because it gives you a list of all the oils that are available. It gives you all of the benefits of the oils, all of the ways that you can use them, blends that you can have. Guys, I highly recommend getting your hands on a book that is an essential oils reference because it's really useful. It's a very powerful tool. Now, some of the herbs that I want to talk about today and some plants I think are just amazing, and I think that every home should have some of these, and I'm going to tell you the ones that I think you should really have. And so I'm going to talk about first nettles. Stinking nettle is a product that you really don't want to get on your skin, but you can take the leaves of this and make it into a tea, and you can make this very, very quickly. You just get a tea bag, steep it in there for 10 minutes, and then you drink that tea, put a little honey in it. I kind of like the taste of nettles. It doesn't taste bad at all, but this is amazing for an anti-inflammatory. Nettles is really good for helping clear congestion. It's really, really good. I have a problem sleeping at night because my nose clogs up. I take nettles when I'm having a problem with that. Another one that I think should be in every household is mullein or mullein. Mullein is, if you know what Indian toilet paper is, that's what we called it as a kid. Mullein is a plant that grows, it's real tall and it has leaves that come out, come out the sides, and then it's got a little yellow bud on the top or a bunch of flowers. Mullein is such a great product for removing phlegm from your lungs. If you're a smoker and you want to clear your lungs, you can literally smoke this and clear your lungs. But you can make a tea out of it, you can make blends out of it. Mullein tastes actually pretty good. The thing I want to tell you is if you do use mullein, you want to make sure and filter it a second time because it has really tiny fibers that will irritate your throat. But mullein is a very, very good herb to have in your medicine cabinet. Dandelion leaf. Guys, dandelion leaf is proven to have so many benefits. You wouldn't believe all of the nutritional benefits of dandelion leaf. Dandelion leaf is really good for helping out balance your blood sugar. You can work with helping your blood pressure in time with this. Very, very effective, dandelion leaf. Now, if you have someone in your family who has Alzheimer's or dementia or memory issues, this is one of the most powerful plants that you can use for helping mental clarity, memory, and that is rosemary, believe it or not. Rosemary. You can take this, and what I'm doing actually is I have a bottle of gin. I'm going to take about half of this, I'm going to put it in a jar, and I'm going to fill it up the rest of the way with gin. I'm going to let that set for 6 weeks. Then what it's going to do, it's going to absorb all of the medicinal properties of this rosemary, and it's going to be in this little bottle. I'm going to put it into eyedropper bottles, and I'm going to give it to or sell it to people who have memory problems or are concerned about increasing or improving their memory. Dee's cousin, his wife has dementia, and I believe this is going to be very, very helpful for that dementia. Speaking of dementia, there's some blends that you can get. There's a company called Mudwater. I do use Mudwater. I've been using Mudwater products for the last year. They have a product that's called Mudwater. The company name is Mudwater, but they have a coffee replacement. It's kind of a chai. I'm not a chai person, so it didn't appeal to me, but I'm taking this blend right now. This blend, it comes in a pouch like this. I actually ordered the big pouch now, but this one has, the main product is chaga. Chaga is a really amazing fungus that grows in nature. Cordyceps, king's trumpet, lion's mane, mitake, reishi, shiitake, and turkey tail. This blend of mushrooms is very, very effective for immunity. It also is good for your memory. It's good for neurological function. It's very, very functional beverage. I just take a teaspoon of this, I put it in my coffee, I stir it up, and I mean, it doesn't even have any taste anymore. It's just really, really very good. The other one that you should have in every medicine cabinet, every kitchen cabinet should have elderberries. Elderberries are such a pleasant berry, such a pleasant tea. Elderberries is so good for inflammation. It's really good as an antibiotic. It's really good when you're feeling down and you're feeling the flu and all the symptoms of the cold, the aches, the runny nose. Elderberry is the one to take. All you do is take a teaspoon of this, put it in a tea bag, or put it in a steeping screen, and steep that for 8 to 10 minutes. You don't even need honey. This tastes delicious. Now, antibiotics. I am not an antibiotic person. I refuse to take them. If I can help it, I will not take them. I just don't like them. Why? Because I don't like the side effects. Because I don't like that they're chemical. I don't like they're synthesized. I don't like that I have to take those, and I don't like that people are producing, immunities to antibiotics, and the super bugs are coming out. So what I did was I figured out a way to make my own antibiotic. My own antibiotic. If I ever get any kind of a hint of a flu or a cold, I just take an eye dropper of this 3 times a day, and this pretty much knocks out anything. I haven't been sick in a long time. How do I make this? It's very simple. Get yourself about that much oregano, and then get some extra virgin olive oil, and you fill it till you cover the oregano. Then you give it a good stir, put the lid on it, mark the date, mark what's in that jar, and set it in a cabinet for 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, all the medicinal properties of that oil will be of that oregano will be in the oil. It's very pleasant tasting, it's very easy to take, and I tell you what, this is an absolute must-have for anyone who wants to fight the colds, take care of themselves, treat themselves in the right way, because I'm just not into synthesized drugs, and I love this because it's so convenient, easy to make, and very inexpensive. Another one I want to talk about, it's a vitamin. Well, it's a supplement. And a lot of people don't think about this, but vitamin D3 has a lot of powerful benefits. I know there's a lot of vitamins, and I take a very good men's multivitamin blend. I'm not here to talk about that today. But if you're curious, I take Shaklee. Indeed, my wife, she takes the women's Shaklee formula. We're very pleased with it. I like that it increases bone density. But why D3? Studies have shown that people who have Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, memory issues, all kinds of major ailments, all have, well, several things in common, but the one thing that they have in common that I want to discuss is they have a vitamin D3 deficiency. Get yourself on some good vitamin D3. It's a very simple thing to take. It's a very simple fix that you can do to balance your system out very inexpensively. I'll tell you what, I'd rather spend 5 or 10 bottles on a jar of vitamin D3 than $50,000 or $60,000 in the hospital, or have to go have a GoFundMe page because I got cancer because I didn't have a balance of nutrients in my body. No, I'm not saying this prevents or stops or cures cancer, but I'm telling you that it sure does give you a fighting chance. Now, right now, I am working with 3 men who have cancer. One of them has colon cancer, one of them has CLL, which is chronic lymphatic leukemia, and the other one, we haven't gotten a diagnosis yet. But all 3 of those have blood-related illnesses. And so what I did is I went out and I did a bunch of research, and I found 5 of the most powerful blood purifiers, liver purifiers, cleansers, kidney cleansers, and this is it. Now, these are all separate, but I'm going to be blending these. What I did when I first got these is I got a little bit of each one of these. I put them in a coffee grinder, chopped it all up, and then I got my capsules. I have a little capsule maker. I lined up all my capsules, and I filled in the blend of all these 5 herbs in it, and I'm giving this to my friends for blood cleansing. But here they are. This is such a good blend. The first one is the people from Mexico call it sarsaparilla. We call it sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla is a very, very potent and powerful blood cleanser. Yellow dock. Yellow dock also is a liver cleanser, kidney cleanser, blood cleanser. Very, very potent, very, very powerful. Yellow dock. The next one, burdock root. Guys, burdock root has so many characteristics and benefits. I don't care if it's for men's sexual performance, to blood clarity, blood cleansing, kidney cleansing, liver cleansing, burdock root. The next one is elderberry. Again, The same elderberry? Yes, the same exact elderberry. Elderberry is a blend, and it helps to, to make your blood flow much more readily. It helps your blood to be much more cleansed, and elderberry just helps it to taste better. And the last one is hydrangea root. Hydrangea root is really hard. I mean, when I was chopping this stuff is almost too hard to break up in the coffee grinder. But the hydrangea root just really is the icing on the cake, and it makes it a complete blood cleansing blend. And so those are a few of the herbs. I have a lot more herbs that I'm not going to talk about today, but I have a whole bunch of herbs that I use on a regular basis. Why? Because I believe that herbs are a much better proposition than chemicals. I'm sorry, but I just do. It's my opinion. Again, I am not claiming to treat, cure, or diagnose any illness, condition, or sickness of any kind. Now, the last supplement that I want to talk about is really an amazing thing. You may or may not have ever heard of this, but this is called Shilajit. Shilajit is actually like a resin, and I leave 10 boxes of these left. They run about 20 bucks each. This comes from the Himalayan mountains, high up 18,000 feet in the air. They get these off of rocks, and this is actually the product of decomposition of plants mixed with the minerals within the land, and it's a very, very powerful stimulant to the immune system. People with cancer are claiming very, very amazing results with this. I cannot tell you what those results are, but I can tell you that a lot of people are going crazy for Shilajit. If you're interested in any of this, reach out to me at info@paullane.net, and I will be glad to get a jar of this out to you. Basically what this is, it's a black tar. You get a cup of hot water. There's a little tiny popsicle stick in there. You get a dab of it and you twist it around because you don't want it hanging over the edge of the jar till it stops dripping. Then you just take that and stick it in the jar and stir it until the whole stick comes clean. Then you'll have a little bit on the bottom. You stir it with a spoon and drink it up. Tastes awful, but I'll tell you what, I noticed the difference within 2 days of taking the Shilajit, so I'm a real believer of it. Again, I refer that to any of my friends who are having cancer issues, who are having immunity issues, who are sometimes men are having performance issues or their sexual drive issues. Very powerful, very effective. Now, I mentioned the chakras. I mentioned the 7 energy centers. And there's a lot to do with our body and how when we put these oils on parts of our body, it resonates within our spiritual being, and it helps us to be much more aware, much more alert, much more conscious, and much more at peace. And I have a tool that is very, very much aligned with that, and it's actually a medical grade tuning fork. This one happens to have 9 tuning forks because they say that there's a chakra above your head and there's one below your feet. But these can actually be put on the body. They can be put around. When I'm doing treatments with people or sessions with people, I do a sound bath. I use my Tibetan singing bowls. I have my chakra tone bars, also medical grade. And these are very, very helpful in helping people to be receptive of the care that are given them. Each one is labeled. For example, this is your crown chakra. Your next one is your third eye, your pineal gland, your third eye. And these just resonate very, very nicely. Feels really good. I take these and I put them on my third eye. Or you can just put them around your ear and they resonate with your chakra and energy centers, opening up those blockages, and so they're very, very useful. Again, I have 9 of them. Here's an interesting thing that I've discovered over the time. So we have this one. This is your throat chakra. Throat chakra is really related to communication. But if you look at this little mallet, it has 2 sides. You see, there's a soft rubber side and then there's a hard side. Now there's a reason for that. And I've discovered that it sounds the same from here, but when I hit it sharply, that sharp tone radiates with someone, and if there's imbalances or misalignments, it irritates them, and it actually hurts some people's ears. Some people will tell you, stop, 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 it hurts. That's just how powerful these are and how evident it is when you're out of alignment. So that was the hard side. And then this is the soft rubber side. See, the same tone, but if you hear it, It's a lot less than powerful. This is some cool stuff. Believe it or not, these things really, really, really help. I also have a solfeggio, which is the notes that we play in the musical world. Solfeggio set of tuning forks that I use. That was a gift from my daughter that I really like to use. Very effective in helping people. Literally these are in doctor's offices. These ones happen to be medical grade. I mean, I paid quite a bit of money for them, and so I know they work, and I've used them before effectively. I've used them on myself, on my family, on my loved ones, and friends and clients who come to my home for help. Oh, I want to make sure to mention another thing. Guys, the other day I was looking up recipes for diabetics, and I happened to just come across remedies. And one of the things that you need in your diet, I don't care who you are, is psyllium fiber or soluble fiber. I will tell you, stay away from the stuff in the orange can, because if you look in the ingredients, you'll see that it has aspartame on it, has a high amount of sugar in it, and the thing you're trying to avoid is that sugar. You want this diet to help your digestive system. Fiber is so beneficial for diabetics, it's beneficial for blood pressure, it's beneficial for so many things, especially weight loss. Why? Because cellular fiber, when you pour water into it, becomes hard. It becomes gooey. Not hard like a rock, but it becomes gooey, almost like a mucus. And the reason that's important is because when you drink that and it goes into your body, it fills in and it goes in and it fills your body up so you're not hungry. And so it gives you the benefit of feeling full. And so one, it's helping you with your digestive issues. It's helping you with your blood issues. It's helping you with your heart issues. But again, your heart issues. But again, it's helping you with your whole body health, weight loss included. So don't forget your psyllium fiber, cellular fiber. Guys, if you are just joining us, you are watching the Weekend Boost on KUHS, the stream on Melody Drive. I am your host, Paul Lane, and we're talking about alternative healing in medicine. I'm really excited about some new things that I've come into in the last 3 months, and one of them that I've come into that I'm really impressed with is this knee massager. I am out of these. I had 5 or 6 of these. I'm down to my last 2, the ones that I use. This is a knee massager. And what it does is that you just take this and you turn it on. And if you look in the back here, it's got an infrared light. More and more research is being done on the power of infrared light. Can you hear that? And so what this does is it massages you. And then it's got an intensity button that I can turn the power up, and I can turn my heat up all the way up, or I can turn the heat off. I can even turn the massages off. It's got the light and the infrared light, and when you put this on, it is so effective at for helping alleviate pain. A quick story, my friend came over the other night and he told me that he was in so much pain, he told his wife to get his guns out of the bedroom because he wanted to shoot himself. He had a pain in his shoulder that he had been to the doctor twice for. He had been given prescriptions for, even opiates, and nothing was relieving his pain. Beto came over, and the first thing I did was I put this on his shoulder and I turned it on. Within 5 minutes, Beto said, "Hey, come here, turn on your phone, I want to record something." And he said in the video in Spanish, he said, "I was in pain for weeks and weeks and weeks. I was in so much pain and nothing could help me. I came to visit my friend Pablo. He put this on me, and within 5 minutes, my pain was almost completely gone." By the way, by the time he left, it was gone. So, what are we talking about here? We're talking about heat, we're talking about massage, and we're talking about infrared light. Infrared light. What is infrared light? It is, if you look at this light spectrum, and I've kind of discussed it a little bit on the show before, but if you look at the light spectrum, you'll see microwave. Microwave is what we use to cook our food. I personally do not have a microwave in my house, don't have one, because I know, one, microwave is ion charged, positively ion charged. So when it shoots those positive ions into food, it penetrates the food to heat it to the core. Well, consequently, when that ion or that microwave radiation goes into food, it also goes into you. And when you eat radiated food, that positively charged food's going into your body, which is negatively charged, and it's not working healthy for you. So If you follow that spectrum down, the next on that list is terahertz. Terahertz is a very, very different kind of light wave because, one, it's negatively charged, as is far infrared. What that means to you is it's a lot more conducive to whole body health. So when you can put far infrared or terahertz light into your body, you're going to have a lot more health. Your blood's going to flow a lot more readily. I energize my water with the terahertz charger. Every drop of water I drink is charged by the terahertz charger. I believe in it. I've seen it do wonders on people with pain. I'm a big believer in it. So this is one of the things that you'll get, well, you may get, depending on your needs, when you come to my house for services. Again, reach out to me at info@paullane.net. If you are suffering, if you are ill, if you're in pain, if you want some support, some help. Again, we don't treat, cure, diagnose any illness, but I sure do give a lot of relief. That's all I can say about that within the boundaries of the law. Okay, since I talked about terahertz, this is my new gun. This is big time awesome, man. I remember, if you remember some time back, I showed you an infrared a terahertz device that I had. It was $350 and it was a base model. This is equivalent to the commercial unit that they sell for $3,500 at iTerracare. This unit is available for $300. I have, I believe, 4 of them in the mail right now coming from China. I decided to go to buy it from somebody who was not a network marketing company. When I treat myself with this, I feel so refreshed, so relaxed. I tell you what, this is so amazing for everything from varicose veins to wrinkles to age spots. You can use this for pain. This is very good for diabetics. It's really good for people with blood flow issues. It's really good for people who have had surgery. It's very, very refreshing. It's very, very effective and very powerful. But I like this because it has German engineering inside of it. It's made in China. People in the United States don't buy this. They don't see the benefit of it because we don't have any recognition for anything alternative here. Anything that's alternative has always been discredited by the American Medical Association. That's another show. But if you look historically, back in about 1912, there was a man by the name of J.D. Rockefeller, and John D. Rockefeller was a very, very rich man, and he was the owner of Phillips 66. I'm kind of giving you a little rundown on why we can't say anything treats or cures or helps you. John D. Rockefeller was very wealthy, and at that time you could literally go down the street and you could see ancient Chinese medicine. You could see a curandero, medicine man, a shaman. You could see you could see a chiropractor, you could see a naturopathic medicine, you could see osteopathic medicine, and you could see all of these different medicinal practitioners, and then there was one called allopathic medicine. Allopathic medicine has evolved into what we now call the American Medical Association. The first thing that John D. Rockefeller did was he offered several $1 million to the medical world under the condition that, one, they would discredit all other medicine. They would call it all alternative medicine. An example of that is if you look in any medical journal from 1910 or before, every single one of them listed cannabis as one of the most powerful healing plants on earth. No more. Why do you think that is? Well, it's natural, it cannot be patented, and it won't make them money. So what they've strive to do is they've learned to take those herbs that have medicinal properties and they synthesize or isolate those chemicals within the herbs, synthesize them and make them from petroleum products. But every single one of them has a list of side effects that's longer than the benefits. I don't know if you watch TV much, but if you see, and I'm not going to name any, I don't want to put any companies on the spot, but if you look at any company out there, you will see that they will give you a list of everything from leukemia and cancer to seizures and thoughts of killing yourself. And I personally don't want to have those kind of benefits. If you want to call them benefits, I don't see the help or the benefit of having any of them. So I prefer to get my medicine cabinet from Mother Nature. I invite you to consider the same. What do you think? I want to tell you a quick story about my terahertz device, others that I've used in the past. I've treated probably 65 to 70 people now with my terahertz devices, and I've treated people with everything from a frozen shoulder to a locked up hand. When I first used it, I had raked my hand really bad moving some equipment on a trailer, and I was in so much pain. I thought, man, this is going to be hurting all week. I blew that on there for about 3 to 5 minutes, and the pain was literally gone. When I get up out of the shower in the morning, I'll typically get one of my blowers, because I have several. I think I have 3 of them. I get one of my blowers and I go from head to toe. Here's the amazing thing about this terahertz blower. One, this is a commercial grade product. This is the Pro Terahertz device. If you come to my house and you get a 30-minute session with this, you're going to feel something very, very amazing, and I guarantee you that. I had an individual that I used my terahertz device on. He had been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. He was due to go back to get his surgery. They had done biopsies. They found tumors, cancerous tumors in his lymph nodes, in his kidney, and his liver, and in his colon. And I used that device on him for 7 straight days, the smaller device, 7 straight days, probably more, at least an hour a day for 7 days. And when he went in for his surgery, I can't explain this, but I can honestly tell you this is true. I heard the doctor telling me himself, he said, when we went in, we only found 1 tumor on his liver. Now, coincidence, miracle, milagro, call it whatever you want. I saw it with these 2 eyes. I heard the doctor say it with these 2 ears. All we found on the lymph nodes, all we found on the kidney, all we found in the colon was scar tissue. I can't explain that, but I can tell you that there are very, very amazing medicines and technologies in the world that we don't recognize, respect, or understand in the United States of America. So, with that being said, I want to explain that this device has been tested in Chinese medicine. It has been approved in the Chinese medical industry, and it is very, very much in use. Interesting note. Far infrared was discovered in the United States. The Japanese bought the patent to it, and they started making far infrared saunas, which they actually use to treat people for cancer in Japan. They use far infrared to help people with cancer symptoms in Japan, because like far infrared, it penetrates up to 30 centimeters into your skin below your top level, deep down into the tissues. So when I'm using this device, I go close and far, because I want the edge of that beam to be at different points in the body. I start at the top and I work my way down. Now, another quick thing. We know that 90% of all illness, 90% of all illness is from blockage. So when you have a terahertz device, there's a protocol that's designed to open blockage of your lymphatic system. How do you do it? You start out with the palms of the hand. You just blow the palms of the hand for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Then you go to the armpits, where all the lymph nodes are, all around your armpits and your chest right here. Then you go all around the neck. Now there's no order, you don't have to do this in any order, but these are the key points that you want to hit with this device. Then you go from there to the back of your knees. You do the back of your knees, and then, for lack of a better way, you bend over and put it on your rear end, because there's your colon, there's where you're expelling a lot of your waste. You just bend over and use that thing and put it on your butt, and that'll go into your colon. For men, this will stimulate your prostate and actually help you to flow much better. And very, very powerful, very useful, and very effective. I mean it. I'm telling you, I've spent hundreds of dollars on these devices, not because I want to spend money, but because I believe in them, because I want to help people. My mission in life is exactly that. I want to help people. Before I forget, guys, if you've never heard of goji berries are one of the miracle superfruits that out there. They actually grow in China, and when I first discovered this, I found out that there are people in China, they never even knew their age because they didn't really count the years the way we do there. And there were people that they estimate to be over 130 and 140 years old, and they eat goji berries as the main source of their diet. So whether they're that old or not really is not important, but what is important, that goji berries are an amazing superfruit with high antioxidant value and benefit. one other thing, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bounce around, but one other thing I've been doing is in my morning coffee, I take a chunk of 85% cacao and I melt it in my chocolate. Very, very good, powerful, again, antioxidant benefits, benefits that are very, very useful for all around health. And so a little bit of cacao chocolate is really good for you in your coffee. And it doesn't taste bad either. It's unsweetened. Don't get the sweetened kind. If you do, get the unsweetened, put it in your coffee, stir it up, melt it in there, and drink it down. Pretty cool stuff. I know that I probably overwhelmed you a lot, but I got so many things. Now, I got 3 things that I want to talk about before this show ends. The first one is, these are a game changer, guys. This is a whole body massager. This is a little rubber sticky pad, and inside this kit, there's a charger, and this little brain actually attaches to the little butterfly pad, and you put it on your body. You can put it on your leg, you can put it on your neck, you can put it on your chest, your elbow, your arm, your wrist. You can put it anywhere. This is what they call a whole body massager. This little device, you actually turn it on here, and it's got 8 different modes that you can go to. So you get 8 different kinds of massage, and you turn it on, and you can control the intensity, you control everything about it, and it really, really does the job. And I put that on there on. I'm going to make sure and shut it off, so I don't want to kill that battery. Let me see if I figure out how to shut this off. Well, this will definitely shut itself off in just a few minutes. The other one that I'm really excited about, but I have these and I've been using them. I'm using them on my arm, my shoulder. I've used them on my knees. And I'm just doing that for experimental purposes because I have so many other devices. $25. I paid $50 for mine. I'm getting a place where I can get them for $25. So very, very good. If you're interested, info@paullane.net. Now, you may have seen these electrostimulators. This is what this is too. It's this electrostimulator. This is an electrostimulator for your feet. You actually sit down, you can stand up, put your feet on these 2 outlines, and you can turn this device on from this button here, and it has 8 different intensities or cycles, and then you can turn the intensity way up to 21, which is really, really intense. It opens up blood flow. I believe this really will help people with neuropathy, people with pain in their feet, people with no sensation in their feet. Really a really useful thing. These are $50. If you're interested in getting one of these, they're $50 each. I paid $100 for mine, but I found a place where I can get them for, where I can offer them for $50. So pretty exciting. And now for the granddaddy of them all, the one that I'm really, really excited about. And I tell you, there's a lot of reasons for being excited about this, but this is from a company called ARPWave. I've been familiar with ARPWave for, over 10 years. I, at one time, owned one of their commercial units, their medical office devices, cost 20 grand. I kept it for a year. I got myself all in order, and I thought I don't need it anymore, so I sold it. The guy gave me exactly what I paid for it a year later, and I sold it. Well, I always pledged to myself that one day I was going to get their small unit. This is it. This is called the Flex Doctor. The Flex Doctor, if you Google it, you'll find out that the Flex Doctor is revolutionizing the way we address pain. Right now, this is an FDA-approved device. It's a Class 2 medical device. If you have bone-on-bone knee pain, if you have shoulder pain, I don't care if you have ripped shoulders, sciatic pain, if you have foot pain, if you have any kind of pain in your body, what this does is this actually, if you think of your body as a computer, you have a hard drive and a soft drive. Your body is the hard drive. Your neurological system is the soft drive. What this does is this overrides the hard drive to make more efficient operation of your body. How it works, I don't know, but I do know this. When I turn this on, I can get up to 250 pulses per second. So I'm literally flexing your muscle 250 times. If you have muscle pain, this is going to help you a lot. Now, I'm proficient with this, and I'm getting better. But I want to tell you that if you want to come over and try this, I will do a free session on you. I will give you the opportunity to try this out for yourself. I know exactly how to do it, but I'll tell you, the way this works is it's just amazing. So it's got a plug with 2 leads, and then it has a little red pad and a little black pad. And what you do is you take the red pad, and let's say my pain's in my shoulder. So it's got a wet sponge. You wet the sponge. It's a real small flat sponge. You put it on the pain spot, and then you take the black one and you turn this intensity up. And then you start at the neck and you work all the way down in a straight line, all the way down in a straight line, all the way around the body. Now what will happen is, this is your original pain point, but this pain originates somewhere else, believe it or not. And so when you, like last night, I used this on my shoulder, and I went all the way around. I couldn't find any spots. I went all the way around my back, and I found a spot way back here. So what I did then is I took this lead, and I took it off. I took the rubber pad off, and then I put another sensor on there. It's kind of a tense pad, a sticky pad, and I put that right here where the pain was. And then I took that first pad that I was searching for again, and I searched for a second pain point. Then what will happen is all around your body you'll have sensitive points, but you'll be taking the sponge along, and all of a sudden you go, ouch, it hurts right here. Ouch, it hurts right here. Then we discern, does this one hurt more or does this one hurt more? And then when we get to the point where it's more sensitive, then I take that second lead and I hook it up here. Essentially, so even though my pain started here, now I'll have a pad here, and maybe a pad like I had one yesterday, and it was right above my belt line. And then I turn on the device and I run a circuit right through those 2 pain points. And what they did was they blocked out the pain in my shoulder. And so today, I mean, I'm feeling great. I don't have any pain at all in my shoulder. I had this shoulder replaced, 20 years ago in 2004. I'm still getting around. I'm still functional. I'm still operational, and I like that. But the Flex Doctor is very popular. Actually, there's about 500,000 of these in operation in the United States. Little expensive. Yeah, it's a little expensive unit. It costs about $3,000. You can lease these. They're $300 for the first month and $100 a month after that. But I'm telling you, you could take this anywhere with you. You can use this anywhere. I wouldn't use it on someone with any kind of electronic medical devices in their body. It just works counterproductive to those. But anyone else, if you have someone even with metal plates in their body, it works very, very safely, very effectively, and very, very powerfully. If you're curious about how this works, give me a call, reach out to me, info@paullane.net. I will be happy to show you exactly how this works. I will be happy to use it on you, let you see for yourself. A couple of other things that I want to talk about that I've been doing that's very, very powerful and very effective is I've been given a gift. I've been really given a gift of helping people feel better, and I don't want you can call it healing, you can call it whatever you want. But I take castor oil. Oh, castor oil, another one you need to have in every medicine cabinet. If you have fatty tumors, I've had fatty tumors all my life, and I had them all up and down this arm. I put castor oil on them at night, and they're all gone. I don't have any tumors on my arm. You can't even see any bumps anymore. But they slowly are all going away. Castor oil penetrates your tissues better than any oil. But I just want to make sure and mention castor oil, so it's such a powerful thing. But what I found out was I can put 2 drops of castor oil in my hand, and I can rub them together, and they get so hot that they burn my hands. They feel too hot, I have to stop rubbing them. Like even without castor oil, right now, I wish I had my laser thermometer. I bet you they're in the 130 to 150 degree range right now. If I could take this and I could put them on your body where you're hurting, and that heat goes, I'm not kidding, my hands instantly get cold when I touch you. What that is that heat going into your body, and I do it repetitiously, and people are telling me that they're feeling fantastic with that. I've also found that I have a gift of finding pain in people's bodies. They don't even have to tell me where they're hurting, and I can just start touching your back, or I can touch your arm, and I'm finding out that I have a gift, and I want to share that with you. I want you to benefit from my gift. I want you to be able to see exactly for yourself that there's ways that you can biohack your own body and trick your body from being sick into being healthy. It's possible, and people are doing it every day. If any of you remember a past guest I had, Victor Archuleta, he's a personal friend of mine. He's from down in New Mexico. But Victor is a healer of high-level healer. And Victor talked to me about this cranial sacral massage. Ever heard of it? I had never heard of it. But I've done some research and I've taken it upon myself to just do some practice. And man, I got to tell you, I've discovered that I have a gift. I know how to do a head massage that will just make you feel so amazing. I've learned how to find muscles in the head that you need to stretch, that you pull up, that you roll around in your thumbs, starting at the temple, working your way back. I do circles and then I do counter circles, and then opposite circles I go all the way back. I push down significantly hard with my thumbs, and then I go at the top and I go all along the scalp. Back here, there's points that I like to push on, and I like to really give a lot of relief there. It's amazing how people will say, "Man, I feel sore there. Ouch, that hurts. It hurts." You know, but it feels good. It's one of those good hurts. So, I have so many tools. I just recently purchased a far infrared lamp, and it's got 4 lamps. And I put you on my massage table. I give you all of my session, and then I lay you down there face down. I put the infrared lamp on your back or wherever your pains are, and we let that do its work for you for about 20 to 30 minutes. Most people fall asleep on the table. I encourage you to do the same. If you come to my house for a treatment, you're going to go home feeling better. info@paullane.net. Reach out to me. If you want to reach me by phone, 720-BED-MAMA, 720-233-6262. Bed Mama. Reach out. Make an appointment. I'm retired, so my days are free. I'm at your service, and I'd love to help you out. Love to help you feel better. Guys, the things that you're going to see in 2024 as far as alternatives to medicine, whether it's frequency, whether it's resonance, whether it's electronic stimulants, whether it's herbal medicines, whether it's high-tech biohacking nutrients, what do they call them? Nutraceuticals. It's like medicine, nutraceuticals, and it's medicine, herbal plants that actually are medicine, and they're coming. You're going to see so many things. Right now I'm working on getting an infrared mat. I'd like to make those available to my customers. Right now they're kind of expensive. They're in the $700 to $800 range. I'm trying to find a supplier that will get them to me for less than $200 to $300 or maybe $500. If I can, I assure you that they will be available to you. I want to make these so that you can have those in your own arsenal, and so that you can literally make yourself feel better. Guys, I did not bring my liquid gold. One of the other things that I wanted to talk about, there's a company called Nutrax, and Nutrax has a formula that's over 200 years old, and it's seed extracts, plant extracts. There's 40 plants in this spray. It's a little vial about this big. It's about this big around. It's a tiny little vial. It's called liquid gold. And if you take this and you spray 4 sprays in your mouth, it'll balance your system at a micro level. And so that's really a really amazing product that I've been using and recommending to a lot of people. Recently, about a year and a half ago, Nutrax came out with a new product that they call iHercules. And iHercules is guaranteed to reverse aging. Now, that's profound. That's a profound claim. They guarantee to reverse your aging. So Dee and I got on a subscription. We're taking it every month. I just finished my first tube of it. It's a little vial like this. They're expensive. They're about $97. But here's what they give a challenge there. They say if you are extremely ill or if you're extremely well and you want to have every cell in your body completely regenerated, they have a challenge where they say if you buy 9 of these vials and you take them within, I believe, a 2-month period, you will be completely rebuilt. And I don't know what they mean exactly by that, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see what people are saying. But I have heard some amazing reports about how effective and powerful this blend is. This iHercules. products are literally coming out that guarantee in writing that they will reverse aging. Can you believe that? That's biohacking. That's tricking your body into thinking it's not old, into thinking it's back here instead of up here in advanced age. I like that idea. I didn't talk a lot about other things, a couple of other things, and one of them is meditation. Guys, if you ever meditate, I think that's wonderful. Most people don't meditate because they try it once and they get distracted and they can't think of what they're doing, and they lose their focus, and so they don't meditate. But I'm going to tell you guys, even if you sit in a chair for 23 minutes a day with your eyes closed, you're going to get huge benefits in a short time. That depth of your relaxation is going to go deeper and deeper into that level where you want to be. Where do you want to be when you meditate? You want to be at a point where you're focusing on nothing but your breath. That's why when you're doing meditation, you say, 1, 1, 1, 1. The only thing existing is your breath coming in and your breath going out. In essence, when you meditate, you become no thing, no place, no time, no body. When you think of yourself, you are not the person who looks at you in the mirror. You're not the little voice in your head. You're the one who hears these voices. Come to my house, learn how to meditate. Learn about crystal healing, learn about sound therapy, learn about herbal therapy, learn about frequency therapy. I didn't even talk about other devices that I use and other sciences that I'm studying and other things that I use to help aid in the healing and recovery of my clients. Guys, I'm here to stay. As long as I live, my mission is to help people. My website is paullane.net. You can reach me at info@paullane.net. I am at your service. I would love nothing more than to help you to learn about the full benefits of healing, full benefits of all of these mediums, all of these techniques, all of these ancient sciences that have been there, and all of these new ones that are here to come. Because I'm cutting edge and I want to stay ahead of the curve. You know, Albert Einstein said, in the future, all medicine will be frequency. Tesla said, everything in the universe is frequency. Think of ourselves as a broadband. We are on this frequency, on this broadband. If you imagine a radio dial, and you can turn that dial and the thing goes all the way across, if you were to go past this end, one frequency that you'd come to would be the frequency we're on. We are all frequency. When your frequency is going like this, and you need it to be going like this, and you can align it to go like this, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have whole body health. You're going to have inner peace. You're going to sleep better. You're going to grow age. You're going to get old more gracefully because you're going to feel better. Guys, I know the things that I use produce results. Although I can't claim, and I don't claim to treat, cure, or diagnose any illness. I've said it 3 times today. And I'll say it again, we do not treat, cure, or diagnose, but I will tell you, when you come to my house, give me a try. You will look better. You will feel better. You'll have a better sense of well-being, and that I guarantee you. Whether it's through physical touch, whether it's through light massage, cranial massage, whether it's through lasers, whether it's through terahertz frequency, whether it's through herbal medicine, whether it's through electrostimulation, or whether it's through just meditation and counseling. I'm also a life coach. I love helping my clients face and address and to overcome a lot of their problems and challenges in life. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you this week, next week. I'm the author of the Caregiver's Handbook, a self-help love story. When I started writing my book, I had to eliminate about 75 pages of information because I started writing about alternative treatments for cancer. And my editor said, you can't have that in your book. You have one thing or another. You can't have both. I stopped writing, but the more I learned about medicine, alternative medicine, the more I learned that we need to get this out into people's hands. I've had so many healers, so many shamans, so many specialists, so many amazing people on my show. It's my desire to be one of them. It's my desire not to be amazing, but to help people in amazing ways. I want to help you. Guys, every week on our show, I always say everyone's looking for a hero. If you can't find one, be one. I'm doing my very best to be that guy. I'm asking you to do your very best to be a hero to your spouse, to your children, to your family, to your friends, to your kids' friends. Be that hero. Be that example. Look in the mirror and say, I'm starting with the man or woman in the mirror. I'm asking him or her to change their ways. Be a hero. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching the Weekend Boost on KUHS The Stream on Melody Drive. See you next time. I love you guys.